Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you very much for inviting us here. It's wonderful to meet everybody. We're based in Wales, which is a very small country on the side of the UK. We're based in the rural bit of Wales, so we're the largest county in England and Wales and one of the least populated. So it takes a very, very long time to get anywhere and a very long time for people to come and visit us. We work with about 80 people every year, and that's from all over the county. So people come to our centre in Llangrindod, Wells, and we also do outreach work in the north of the county, in Newtown, and in the south of the county, in Brecon. You might have heard of the Brecon Beacons. It's very, very hilly, very, very beautiful, and what you're seeing here is our website, which is giving an idea of some of the work made by our participants. So we do outreach work where we work with people from all over the county, participants with a range of support needs. And we also run a training and mentoring program for artists who want to develop their practice. So what we're showing here at this event is Dean Warburton, who's one of our training and mentoring participants. And we're also showing the work of Dawn, who's sitting over there, who's one of our outreach participants. And because we're so remote and isolated, we tend to have a lot of people who come and visit us in our residency programs, and we also take people out. And a couple of years ago we came up to Scotland, to Edinburgh in fact, and I'm going to show you a little film of that. Sorry, just... Well, probably I'm not going to do that, because I got the wrong year. So excuse me for this, I will get there. Wonderful colour.
It's very scary when I first went in there. I saw a lot of people having difficulties of one degree or another, and it helped me not to focus on myself but to look at others and feel as I was contributing to something rather than just being at home painting, drawing in a cut-off world. I started to open up more. I want to bring more humour into our work, because I think there's a lot of sadness in the world. I really like to lift people, for people to laugh and yeah, that's a good one. You know, just for that split second, a piece of humour can change things.
Yeah, Portugal and flower pots. Yeah, cat.
How did it feel to see us step up on the wall? Was it good? Yeah. Yeah? So what about the fact that it's all the way up in Scotland?
30 million?
Is that exciting?
Yeah, and
If it needs
there's something the space works really well with all the work actually as well. It's just super. Perfect, thank you very much, Alice.
It's important to me. It's a way of expressing myself. It's like the same thing as a drama, it's a way to express myself. If I didn't do that, I didn't know how I would express myself. And I like to make things out of junk. There's loads of things people chuck away, and I like to show people, look, you can reuse them and all that and make them into something else. And I like the way the eyes look cold at you, and he looks like he has a long life and a bad life. He looks like he's just and he looks like he's bleeding into the background as well. He doesn't want people seeing him and things like that. And did art all my life. I couldn't see myself not doing art. That's why I did. If you cut me up, I've got art all over inside my body. That's what I say to people.
And did they go to Hunter's Tryst, where sleight of hand and flick of wrist turn water into wine, loaves into fishes, and somewhere the surrealist salutes Psyche and her entourage? Red tartan scarf dances in the estuary breeze, a nation born on woolen check, the warp, the weft, the woad of Woden on a Tuesday. We walk to Holyrood, clatter down the cobbled streets and listen for the lilt of Gaelic, not gone, not forgotten. A gap no wider than a cat's whisker separates the Celtic sisters, a woven thread of gossamer glinting in the late afternoon spring sunshine. My name's Amanda Wells, but I use the artist name Carrie Powell. So that's my business name, CP. I always do abstract stuff, just because I like the fact that although I may be trying to say something in the work, I like the fact that people can make their own interpretation and see what they like in it, and that they've got that power and control over what they think. I'm really pleased with how it looks. I'm really pleased with how the colours working, because colour is my big thing, really. I love colour. It's quite exciting to be in a commercial gallery.
It's good to let sort of your creativeness flow from your mind and out onto paper or canvas or anything at all. This one came first out of any of these. I drew a self-portrait of myself in pencil, and after that I thought I'd try and develop it in different ways. I scanned it to my computer and tried going over it with painting programs and that sort of thing. And then I thought I might as well just try it on canvas and paint. And I just thought I've never really used paint, I've never really liked paint, but I think it came out really, really well. I'd really love to have some sort of, my own studio or workshop or something. And I just expand in all sorts of medias and anything. I just love to research things, and I really love to sort of follow in the footsteps of Leonardo da Vinci. It said to me that nobody's perfect, and everybody can just be themselves, and that everybody can do their own artwork.
So, Dean, that was a few years ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
Is there anything you want to say about our first trip to Scotland?
Yeah, it was really good, that was. Apart from, it was really good, that one, wasn't it? Apart from when we went to the botanical gardens and we tried to draw there, and we were drawing, we didn't realise you had to have an art permit to draw there. So that's why we called it, don't forget your art permit production.
Okay, and when we were in Edinburgh for that first trip, we also went and visited a lot of galleries, because there aren't many galleries in rural Mid Wales, and we had the opportunity to have a workshop at the Talbot Rice Gallery, where we met an artist who's working here called Sharon. And she said, you really must go to Projectability, you must go. So we made contact with Elizabeth, and two of the artists from Projectability came down and stayed with us and worked with us. So every time we go out, we meet people and something happens. And through Projectability, we heard of an organisation called Ketuki in Finland, and we decided that we would go and meet them. So I have another film of us going off to Finland 2 years ago. Our group of mentored artists, we've worked with 14 artists over the last 5 years. Some people come and some people go, and some people stay with us, like Dean. So hopefully you'll enjoy this film. The films were made by one of our trustees, who has Chris Tally Evans, who has a sight impairment, so the sound is really, really exciting.
So tell me about your painting.
Nakuaineeseen on kaappakello. Ja kun on kaappias vaan tässä.
This is like a painting about this fairy tale theme, and there's this old cupboard and this old clock, and in the corner of the painting over here there's a goat.
We're just trying to make it, let's try and do the horses now, which is a difficult bit. I was going to paint that in, but I like the also got behind just messing around, just see what happens really.
You are some British coloring.
We are British, yes.
You do British coloring group, you make own pictures and sell them.
Yes. 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 So we have a gallery, and we work with lots of people. This is Dean's
Are these people,
artists, yeah.
are these people normal or the other?
And we work with people with learning disabilities.
I just do things that I put like darkness and I remove the people's feeling and all that. I don't particularly like bright colours too much.
It's like this.
I like texture as well.
It looks like there's got some, it's like some people is mouth and nose and eyes. People is in picture.
And I like texture and things that at the moment what to be what it is actually.
You don't make that art from picture or you...
No, it's not my mind, it's all in my mind.
Your own mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of their signposts, although they're the same as ours, actually seem to be more intense. I don't know if it's because of the light here, probably something to do with the light, but it's supposed to be red and white, for example, like they've got the yellow tinges to it. And the yellow tinge I found really interesting. It's a familiar place, but it's totally different. I'm doing a person on unicycle who's been pushed one way but stopped another way. He's got safety gear on, so when he screws up, he'll be soft landing. So I might end up putting loads of cushions underneath him just so that it's that bit in life where you're balancing around, and if you mess up, at least you can put things in place to stop you from hurting yourself. I want to move to Finland.
Yeah, red because for me Finland is red and blue. So that's the colours. I like the red and blue.
This is a poem by Anne Keränen, and it's written to our guests from Wales. How are you enjoying Finland? What are you doing in Wales? Do you have hobbies? Do you like swimming? Are you reading books? Do you have pets? Cat or a rabbit?
sad to be leaving. Sad and happy. Happy to get home, but sad to be leaving. Looking forward to the exhibition.
I've been delighted that the trip has gone so well. It's been incredibly successful. Everyone of the group has said how much they've enjoyed being here. Our hosts were very gracious and very generous, and I feel that I would like to be able to offer artists from Finland a chance to come to Wales in the very near future.
Finland has been wonderful. It's been good to work with people in the workshops and to find out about what happens in Finland, how they go about things, experiencing a different culture and seeing their artwork. So it's been a really good trip, very tiring, but it's been a really good trip. It's given me confidence that I can travel as well, so it's been good to be in a supportive group. Now an international artist.
Finland is completely unexpected, beautiful in every way, incredibly lovely, friendly, and have been amazing to us. The food's been fantastic. Every meal's been like a top-class restaurant.
I like the paintings, but one thing I haven't seen and I would quite like to see is sculpture. I've made out of stuff because it's all on the wall, but I quite like the brightness, it's not so finely done, like what I quite like about the art. And I like the people I need, always friendly.
Finland's very civilised, I like it a lot. It's pretty similar to the sort of middle Europe, I suppose, but I like the way that they are the good life.
Yes, inspired by the scenery and the colours.
I'm going to take back the feeling that in many ways we're further ahead than Finland. But in many ways we've sunk many miles back. So I'm going to take back because I feel like they've got a lot more resources and money being put in. Even though I just don't think there's been the political movement. I can't see that. So I think that means it's still being done to, not done by. That's what I think is going on. So I think that relationship between Celf and Katuki could be an interesting one if the politics of country bit maybe comes up.
Finland, beautiful people, beautiful land. I got hot, I got wet, I got cold, and all of it has been enjoyable.
The people and the place, and the hospitality, and the generosity, and the awesome woods, and the berries, and the mushrooms, and the lakes, and the saunas, wow, and realising that you've been in the men's sauna for the last week, and nobody's actually said, please don't talk to me, ladies. Up to when we go out, but you haven't heard much about what we do in Wales. We've just moved into a new building in April, and I think Dean's going to talk about the difference that's made.
The size of the old one was quite small. You could fit in about it was almost like a shoebox compared to this. And we were down the bottom in like this basement. We only came out for air and water, like. And if you weren't any good, you had to be pushed back there a bit longer than that. No, but seriously, it's a lot bigger space and looks nice on the new one. But the only thing is, we need to get some paint on the walls and make it a bit more arty. It looks a bit like a council building at the moment, so it doesn't look very good. So it's a bit embarrassing looking at my artwork like that, because if I did artwork now like that, I think I would just chuck it in the bin. It's just so awful.
So Dean, what do you think has changed since you made that work, the work you're making now?
My work's gone a lot more better, and it doesn't look like a 3-year-old's done it. It looks like a 5-year-old's done it. What I do now is I use a lot of junk and things like that. If somebody said to me to say a few words what my artwork's about, I would say compulsive manipulator of the everyday. Like I take things apart, anything's not safe, not even hair, because I'm using that in filler at the moment and mixing it in sculptures and all that. I've even taken things apart that my mum didn't want me to in the house and things like that, and used it, deconstruct it, and using books and things like that.
And you're planning for a new exhibition?
Yeah, I got one in the hairdresser, so I made these strange hats, and I've also got one in Landlord as well for the Victorian festival they have there. But they're going to have it's going to be steampunk. I'm going to be turning it to steampunk. It's going to have like those things on it. I thought about doing like these bowler hats with like ears coming out of it that can actually move. So I'm thinking about doing things like that. And yeah, I like making things out of lace, but actually making it darker, so darker images. So it looks a bit like a lace bomb, but then it's got more art into it. Instead of I like using craft stuff, but making it to art. So I like the challenge of that. When I sort of I like to do art and performance as well. I used to be in a theatre group. Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are probably one of the very few organisations that has benefited from austerity. We have been lucky enough to take over a converted Victorian school in our town in Lllandrindod, and we run an exhibition programme, residency programme, and we look for ways to bring artists from other areas to join us and work with us, and to work with our participants and our artists. So I'm hoping very much to talk to you all about that on Friday, I think.
I couldn't believe the space you've got, the new studio space.
That wasn't ours.
Compared to the other one, the open.
I will just say that our programme, our training and mentoring programme, has been supported by the Arts Council of Wales over the last 5 years, and we were lucky enough to have an external evaluation. So if you'd like any information about that, then I can let you have it, or show you a link to get to it. Okay, thank you.